Okay. Mr. Williams? Yes, sir. Okay. Mr. Cucchier is coming forward. Okay. So we got our 4. Just please make sure, Mr. Banks, we can start with you. If you could just speak clearly into the microphone, that'd be great.
Certainly. Thank you. My name is Christopher Banks. I'm the Vice President for Development and External Relations at Brookhaven Memorial Hospital. Supervisor Lesko, town board members, especially Councilman Mazie, Councilwoman Keppert, I am here on behalf and representing the board and administration of the hospital, and also to represent the more than 12,649 women who receive procedures at our Women's Imaging Center. I'm here tonight to thank you for your actions to support our Women's Imaging Center with an appropriation from the Caithness Community Benefit Fund of $162,000. I promise you, and the Brookhaven administration and board promise you, that we will use these funds to deliver the Brookhaven promise to care for the women of this community to the best of our ability. We thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. You know, one thing, if I could just briefly deal with an administrative matter. We had a hearing on number 10, I believe, on wetlands, and as I recall, that was going to get adjourned, right? I just noticed that we had John Kennedy and Joe Gergela put cards in, and they've been here for a while. Do we want to briefly open that hearing just to let those two speak, or?
I believe there's maybe some substantial changes.
So we'd have to renotice it and that type of thing?
It may be, yes. So I don't think their testimony would be.
John and Joe, I don't want to put you out tonight, but sorry I didn't catch that before you. I just saw you walk in a little bit ago. With a wetlands hearing, I think there's going to be some significant revisions to that. So, sure, that's not a problem. And Mr. Kennedy, okay, thank you. I just want to make sure you didn't waste your evening. All right, thank you both very much. Okay, next up, thank you, Mr. Gergela, and Mr. Cucchier.
Okay. I'm here because the what do you call that? The election, you know, the mayor of Mastic Beach. I didn't get enough signatures. I got like over 50 signatures because I have ADHD, and I just didn't get it together. So I need like an extension on it. I asked Bob DeBona to give me an extension.
Can I interrupt you for a second, ma'am? Is there a reason?
I'm sorry, what?
You have a woman standing behind you. You're with the speaker?
No, I was actually going to assist.
You're assisting?
Yeah,
Okay. To Cucchiera? Okay.
Okay, so I just want to see if I can get like an extension, you know, to get more signatures, because, you know, a lot of people want me to be the mayor, and even though we had this big thing about the flag, a lot of people didn't want to sign my thing because of it, you know, when it went on TV and all. But, you know, I'm explaining about the flag on my website. I'm going to be doing so, but I need to, you know, get more signatures. I shouldn't be kicked out of this mayor running. You know what I'm saying? So I need you or Bob DeBona or Miss Eddington to make it happen, to give me an extension, because otherwise it's like discriminating against a person with a disability, because I have a disability. I also have a mental disability. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it was something that I have. So that's why I'm on SSD, you know, Social Security Disability. So, but even though I have that, I'm really smart and really talented in a lot of things. So, and I'm overqualified to be the mayor of Mastic Beach or anything. You know, that's why, if anything, I'll go for the president someday of the United States, whatever. So, because it's, you know, anybody who tries to like say they're smarter than me or do something better than me, you're going to find out you can't do it. So, you know, anybody could try and test me, and we'll see. But I definitely need an extension, and I would really like that to happen. Because otherwise, a lot of people are going to go crazy because they want me to be the mayor. So that's pretty much about it, you know. So, yeah. Put my website over there.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll
Mr.
end it even
Cucchier.
in 38 seconds.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Mr. Williams, and do you
Yeah.
need somebody to assist you? This is, if it's your...
No, she doesn't really have to be.
Okay.
I wanted to show that there was more than one of us here. I guess I'm getting thrown under the bus.
Okay.
Thank you, Supervisor. Thank you to Town Board for having me here today. It came to our attention of a few of us to align a lineage of 3 and 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15 on up people. I'm going to read a statement to you, and I'm going to show you a photograph. It's a senior Democratic operative of Brookhaven Township, John Byrne, was caught stealing Randy Altshuler signs. John Byrne is a current aide to Brookhaven Councilwoman Connie Keppert. Apparently he was dumping it or dumpsters. I can't verify that. Stealing Republican yard signs is not a new to Bishop supporters. Bishop's own district director, John Schneider, this is verbatim, I'm reading a thing here, whose salary is paid by our own tax dollars, has been caught during past cycles removing the signs of Bishop opponents off of the roads in the 1st District. Schneider, not coincidentally, is the chairman of the Brookhaven Democratic Committee. Please do something about this. Is this still Brookhaven Town spelt with a C? This is a photograph blown up that came to my attention about 3 days ago. This is allegedly Mr. Byrne, John Byrne, flipping the bird at the photographer. You can have this photograph if you wish. And, you can assist me. So, in another way of doing things, elections should be fair. It's not for the people to decide who they want and should not be interference from any candidates or aides. It is my understanding that this photograph was sent to Channel 12 News, Fox 5 News, and Fox News. And it has already been posted on Facebook. And this is an embarrassment. Thank you. This has to end. I mean, I'm a disenfranchised voter only because I'm in CD1. I am not a voter in the town of Brookhaven Township, per se. My district is in CD1 in another town. This has had to end. This should be under suspension, the audacity, the arrogance, knowingly being photographed, flipping the bird with 10 Altshuler signs. He's a Democratic operative or Democratic aide, flipping the bird to the photographer. I don't like to see somebody fired, but that's under your recommendation. He definitely should be censured, suspended, etc. Thank you. Respectfully submitted, as respectfully as I could do. Thank you, Town Board. If you'd like to have this, I'll leave it here. I have my name down there. My name is Jan Williams. You can refer back to this. I would like to get a notification at P.O. Box 664, Nesconset, New York, 11767.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You could leave that with the clerk's desk if you choose.
Thank you. Mr. Keenan?
Good evening. That's a hard act to follow. I'm here as well to speak about the airport. You got the salient facts, I think, earlier regarding the permit that was granted to Northeast Aviation after being denied by the fire marshal. We continue to have persistent problems with preserving this playground for the rich known as the Brookhaven Airport. This action, and we've been here before, so you folks know that this was a matter of public concern, and our sensitivities were heightened because of the past actions of this developer. And then we find out last Thursday that a permit was granted that no one obviously was aware of until then. At least there's an appearance of impropriety here. I was here several weeks ago where we spoke about removal of acres of trees that abut the neighborhood. We have, for the first time ever, the town has or will be completely eliminating a buffer zone between the airport and the neighborhood, and we were told that was for safety reasons. Within a few hundred feet of those trees being removed, now we're having a 12,000-gallon fuel tank, aviation gas, high-octane leaded fuel in a location near the neighborhood, and that's not a safety concern enough that it merits the fire marshal's concern. I'm not sure what's attracting everybody's attention behind me, but if you'd like, I would stop. Thank you. As we see it, this developer has gotten every break in the world from the town. As you know, favoritism is against the code of ethics. There are some issues here we have concerning rumors of who else is involved in Northeast Aviation. I don't know that any of that's true, but certainly I have a concern when the airport manager is making calls to the FAA on behalf of the developer. We don't find anything out about it. This is a matter of public concern. And the next thing we know is we see the backhoe working over there. Never brought to the advisory committee. Again, as I said a couple weeks ago, need to start, if this is going to go up, if the trees are going to come down, you really need to start thinking about putting artificial barriers up around that end of the airport to eliminate the additional noise and wind that we've already seen last winter when the other trees came down, and now to reduce the threat of this fuel tank to this neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, all of you. And we just have one more request to speak. Rosalie Hanson. Ms. Hanson?